And we are back for one more video. So last time we completed chapter number 1174, and in that chapter the final panel was so mind blowing. I mean, we got to see Loki's devil fruit, the Nidhogger, the dragon form of whatever that is, the mythological something. And then Jarol mentioned of a prophecy that there will be dark clouds in the sky and there will be lightning and there will be a dragon. And then the sun god Nika, the warrior of liberation, is going to come and save the Elbaf and all, everything, all that. That's what Elder Jarul mentioned. So let's see what is going to happen in this chapter. Chapter number 1175 is who is going to win? We are going to see a fight between Luffy versus the God's Knight. The giants are already fighting. Yeah, there is Zoro, Sanji, and other straw hats too, and the giants all versus God's Knight and Imu. Imu is here, and last time at the end of the video, I predicted that the Imu is going to run away because first of all, yeah, I did not say that. I remembered now. First of all, there is some kind of fire in the Marishwa. That's why Shamrock had to go back. I don't know why Imu is still here. Just for the kids. He wanted the kids and go away. But now they can't take kids because the ship is destroyed and there is a big hole there. So they can't directly go on the cloud sea. So they can't go, they can't take the kids, and kids don't have the mark of abyss, so they can't teleport the kids. Only the people with mark of abyss can teleport, so only they can go back to Marishwa. And Marishwa is in not a despair, but there are problems at Marishwa, so Imu needs to be there. Why is I don't know why is Imu here. So I think that now there is no chance to take the kids and seeing the dragon, the Nidhogger, because when Loki killed his own father, King Herald, then Imu, we read that Imu felt something very. I mean, Imu was surprised for the first time. I don't know it was for the first time in his life or not, but for us, it was the first time. He was surprised. I mean, he was surprised with the Haki of Joy Boy, but instead of excluding all the past things, he was surprised by the thing that someone can kill a person that has his power. I mean, he was surprised when Herald was killed because Imu had a control and he gave his power, so regeneration and all that. So Imu was surprised that Herald could be killed with his regenerations and all the power that Imu gave him. So now, and Imu said that nobody will go to Elbaf when the other God's Night, and I think so. Somebody asked Imu that we will be going and take care of that. Imu said, no, don't go there. There is very big problem in Elbaf. Don't go there. And I think that now after 15-16 years, I think so, Imu has forgotten what happened at Elbaf so many years back. So now Imu himself is here and now he is going to see the thing that he was afraid of 15 years ago. And I don't know what is going to happen, but I predict that Imu is going to run away. Imu is not staying here. I don't know about the other God's Knight. I don't know about the Thorn guy. Sommers. His name is Sommers. I don't know about Sommers or Killingham. Will they stop here or not? But Imu is going. Imu is not staying here. Yeah, and also we started the Brooks backstory in the last chapter. I think so, last or before that. We got a connection between Brooke and what was her name? The Arrow Woman, whatever. So he was he was in the army of her father. Her father was king, she was the princess, and Brooke was in the army of that king. So Brooke knows her. He said that princess, and she killed her father. That's what Brooke saw. Brooke said that I wanted to forget you, but why did you come in my face? Why did you come back in my life and whatever? So I think, and yeah, when Imu was taking over her, Gunko, yeah, Gunko is her name. So when Imu was taking over Gunko, Gunko said Brooke to run away. So that is the case, the same with Harald, like Imu took Harald's control and killed everybody in the palace. Just like that, Gunko's control was taken over by Harald. And sorry, not Harald, Imu, and Gunko killed her father in that process. Maybe the father wanted to protect Gunko just like Loki was trying to protect Harald, but he couldn't, so he had to kill. But in Gunko's case, her father couldn't kill her, that's why she killed him. So that's what happened, because Loki's devil fruit was not with her father. If her father had that devil fruit, then maybe she could have been killed instead of the father, and we wouldn't have Gunko here today with our with uh, between us. Yeah, between us. So let's start today's chapter, chapter number 1175, and see what happens, who fights whom, and who wins, and who loses. Let's go. So the chapter's name is Nidhogg. So we are totally going to focus. I mean, I don't know we are going to focus or not, but major part of the story needs to be Loki, because if it is not Loki, then there is no purpose in naming the chapter Nidhogg, because his devil fruit is Nidhogger. And why is it Nidhogg? It should be Nidhogger, right? And when I read that name the last time, when I searched what was Loki's devil fruit, and sorry, not devil fruit, but that dragon's name that came in the dream monster, a thought came to my mind. What if the DHO from Nidhogger was removed? Just the DHO, 3 letters from that word were removed. Yeah, whatever. I am not going to joke about that. Sorry if anybody got offended. I was just sorry. Let's get back to the chapter. So the chapter cover story. No, not cover story, just cover panel. Cover request by Ramen Maru. Seems like a Naruto fan. Sabo getting swarmed by koala joys. What is joys? Koala joys. What is joys? Koala. Yeah, koala is koala, and there are many koalas. But what is joys? I don't know. So let's start the chapter. Let's see what is going on. And we see Robin and Sanji. Wow, the captured straw hats are freed, I think so, because they were freed last time in the last chapter. Sanji is taking his Diable Jambe and breaking the thorns that are covering Robin. Nice, good job, Sanji. Very good. Robin, thank goodness. Robin says thank you to Sanji. That's our Sanji. So those vines are weak to higher temperatures. Oh. So that was very easy. They could have just put it in the fire, and wow, much obliged. Robin says, I am afraid. There's no time to celebrate. Yeah, the fight is going on. Zoro is already on the battlefield. Go help him. Yeah, this Haki. And that roar just now. Oh, so the roar was from the Loki and Loki's Haki, right? Because they already know that Imu is there. Imu has been here for, I don't know, maybe a past hour, maybe. So they already know Imu's Haki. So the new Haki that they are sensing right now must be of Loki and Luffy. They know Luffy's Haki, so Loki definitely. What is that massive shadow? We already saw that in the last chapter, but we did not see the Straw Hat's reaction. In the last chapter, we only saw the Giant's reaction, and I guess now we are going to see the Straw Hat's reaction. We last time saw Zoro's reaction to that, But I don't think that we saw Zoro's. No, we did saw Zoro's. Whatever. So now we are going to see the Straw Hat's reaction. What is that massive shadow? West. Why? We want to see their reaction. Why are we going somewhere else? West Village. Okay, fine. We are going somewhere else. Ripley, Oimo, Rodo. Our folks need help. They were stabbed by our horns. Mommy is going to die. No. Nobody is going to die. Chopper. Where is Chopper? Chopper was here, right? Chopper was not with Luffy. These kids were saved by Luffy and Loki, and Chopper was not with them. Chopper was with Sanji. Sanji brought Chopper. So he is all the way on the other side of the branch. No. Because the straw hats that are captured, they are near the school, and school is on the east side of the branch, and the west village is on the west side. So they are totally opposite right now. So Chopper can't get help here. Some other giant is saying, Loki, the village isn't safe. Take the kid somewhere less dangerous. Whole Elbaf isn't safe right now. Where else do you expect him to take the kids? Not my problem. And that I mean I saw that I thought that it was Emu's eye, but no, that is Loki. Wow, that I mean Emu's eye is, I think so, circle and a dot inside it. So the eyes are different, but yeah, I am not going to identify the character based on the eyes. Maybe in colored panels, because I am reading it in black and white. So yeah, let's see what happens next. Not my problem. They went and jumped on my back. I am just dropping them off. He just wants to get rid of everybody, every single living thing on that island. He only wants to be friends with Luffy now. He doesn't care about anybody currently right now. All of you climb down now. Oh, it's Zoro. Hey! Oh, Luffy saw Zoro. And the giant, the scale of the Nidhogger, the Loki's devil fruit, the Loki's dragon, that is massive. Because we can see the dream monster that the Nidhogger dream monster that was first terrorizing the Elbaf, the kids. We can see that he is also afraid of Loki's dragon. He is like so small. He is, I think so, the same. I mean, the height ratio between that Nidhogger and Loki's Nidhogger is the same as that of the human. I mean, the Straw Hat's size and the giants. The ratio between them, because it seems like that. So we can imagine that how big is that. He is so big just for giants. Imagine how big he is for the straw hats. The giants are so big for straw hats. Imagine the length and the everything of Loki's devil fruit. Jarul is something announcing, people of Elbaf, the children are safe. There are no more hostages to worry about. Thank goodness. Alright, let's go. Everybody is rejoicing now. Nobody is hostage now. The kids are safe. So we are good to fight now. Let's go fight. You guys took your sweet time. Don't tell me that dragon is. Yup, it's Loki. This place should be safe with you here. Yeah, that's no problem. So Zoro is in control of the place where. Luffy is also turned into the giant form. He is talking with Zoro. Okay, so Zoro is at the West Village where Luffy and Loki dropped the kids, and now they are going somewhere else. So okay, the kids are safe with Zoro. Zoro said there is no problem. So let's go. Let's start the journey ahead. Since you have already gone giant mode, can you guys take care of those dream monsters? So this is now normal for everybody. Luffy going giant mode. Zoro is just saying that since you have gone giant mode, take care of that dream monster. I don't think that there has been much time since they saw. I mean, yeah, the first time we saw Luffy, it was in Wano during the fight with Kaido. So they saw the Luffy, giant form of Luffy for the first time. So they were surprised at that. So I don't know, maybe 15 days have been leaving Wano because we were staying at some 2 days to travel. Let's say 2 days to travel, and the same day they came, and at the same time they fought that, who is that, Rob Lucci and the elders and all that, and at the same time the night came, so the whole fight was only one day. So 3 days, and the next day they reached Elbaf. So 4 days, 5 days, maybe they slept or something in between. So maximum 1 week. So it has only been 1 week for Luffy to turn into giant, and everybody is okay with now Luffy turning into giant. They at least Zoro is. Elbaf won't last long if we leave them be. Yeah, so they need to take care of the dream monsters first. On it. Luffy is on it. Third. Hmm? What is third now? They came raining down out of nowhere. These things are, the thorns. The Sommers is throwing thorns, okay, on the land directly from the sky. The thorns are falling down, I mean raining down from the sky. It's more thorns. Get the children inside quick. Yeah, the kids need to get safe. That creep still after us. Who is this saying? Is I ain't gonna let any of you trash heaps survive. Wow. You cheated me out of that touching moment. Well, that was not really our fault. That was your monster. You are the one that created the monster. We just hit it. So not really our fault, and you did not had to, whatever. I'm going ahead. Actually, this might be for the best. What? Raining down thorns? Why would that be for the best? Luffy is saying that this might be for the best. Since the brats were saved, I haven't failed the mission yet. What mission? Since the brats were saved, I haven't failed the mission yet. Wait, is the Sommers talking? Yeah, I think so. The Sommers is talking. Since the brats were saved, I haven't failed. Yeah, because his mission was, bringing them back to the Marishwa. So if they were to fall down, they would have died. So it is good for him that they are still alive and he can take them again. I can still take them to, yeah, that's exactly what I said. I can still take them to the Holy Land as planned. But first, wow, there is something happening, and some kind of, I don't know, creature or something forming on the house. Let's see what. I won't let you. Who is saying that? This time I'm gonna save mom. Oh, the kids are forming a fence right in front. This time I'm gonna save mom and the rest. Me too. Me three. Wow. Wait, I read that in the wrong order. Shit. So before that, I can still take them to the Holy Land. But first, I'll finish off their dying parents. Oh, he was attacking the dying parents. Test my rapid fire thorn launcher. So that's why he started attacking the parents. I mean, he did not start attacking, he just pointed the guns out of the thorn mouth of some thorn animals. And then the kids started lining in front of them. Yeah, so that's what the creature is on over the house. Okay. So then the kid said, I won't let you. This time I'm gonna save mom and the rest. Me too, me three. Oh, and he can't shoot the kids because he wants the kids alive to take them back to Marishwa. Okay, so he can't hurt the kids. I'm gonna cry. You morons, you morons are priceless. If they are so priceless means without price, right? If they are priceless, then why are you taking them? At this point, screw it. I don't even care about the mission anymore. I'm just grateful I get to kill you guys myself. Now, who's going first? What? You are going to get killed by Imu. Has Imu given you so much freedom to do everything on your own? Bro, what is wrong with this man? Is he not afraid of Imu or something? Or Imu is not, because I think that Imu is very serious about the task of taking the kids away from here. And I think that right when he starts attacking the kids, Imu is going to come in here and whoop in here and catch that Summers. Because Summers is crossing a line. He is such a. I mean, I don't know what I want to say exactly, because sure he can take the kids to the. That's what villains are doing right here. I mean, Imu wants, but how can he go against Imu? He has the contract with Imu. Imu can literally kill him on spot if Imu wants to. Why would he oppose Imu? He just wants to kill everybody right then and there. Colon, please run. No, I'm gonna protect you, mom. Shh, thunk. Oh, that thorn came right at his face. Huh? Shik, 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 shik. Oh, Zoro came between them. And Zoro, Khachak, that all the thorns that were coming. Okay. Nice, Zoro, nice save. Where to go, Zoro? Zoro, I don't know. I can't talk in Luffy's voice. I don't know how he talks. Where to go, Zoro? I knew you had this in the bag. Nahaha? When does Luffy started nahaha laughing? What? Who did that? Yeah, now go. So now Zoro is going to fight Summer, Zoro versus Summers. Because yeah, they both have. I thought that he would fight Killingham because Killingham had a proper sword. Okay, fine. Zoro fighting Summers is good too. Zoro, he is a member of my crew, and don't you forget it. What? Zoro, he is a member of my crew, and don't you forget it? Who is the member of whose crew? What is Luffy saying here? Is he talking about, I mean, is he talking about Loki? Because Zoro already knows that he was right there when Luffy said that Loki should join the crew. And did Loki accept it? He is a member of my crew. Luffy is saying that, what? Zoro, he is a member of my crew and don't you forget it. Who is the member of whose crew? And of course of Luffy's crew, but who? And why would he just say that out of the blue without any purpose? Because Zoro is attacking Summers. So Luffy saying that he is a member of my crew and don't you forget it. It sounds like he is talking about Summers. Summers is not a member of Luffy's crew. Huh? Well, if Luffy is saying that about Zoro, he is a member of. Okay, I understood now. So Luffy is talking to Summers. Luffy is talking to Summers and telling him that Zoro, he is a okay. Yeah, that is the response to the previous question. What Summer? I almost forgot. I forgot that dialogue. Summer said, "Who did that?" When Zoro, cut the air. I mean, blocked the thorns. Summers asked, "Who did that?" So that's why Luffy answered him. Zoro, he is a member of my crew, and don't you forget it. Okay, so that was that. And then Luffy started Gamu Gamu no. What Gamu Gamu was it? Oh, he is taking the target. Beep beep and booming Dawn Thor rifle. Okay, so now we are going to get all the Norse mythology attacks now in this Elba arc, I think so, and it has started. So Thor, booming Dawn Thor rifle. Okay, so rifle is the straight attack, and pistol I think so a strong, short straight attack, and the punching bag, many hand. What is that? That is I think that is the pistol. Okay, whatever. Let's move ahead. So booming down Thor rifle, and yeah, I think so that he I don't think that he that would have any effect on. Hey, 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 hey! Seriously? His mouth got cut right in between nose and mouth, and his face got cut. We can. Is he really cut there? Let me zoom in. Oh, that looks like really. Seriously? Hey, wow, we are going very much in. I mean, how are they going to show this in the anime? Are they going to show that in the anime? Like straight cut, half face up and half face down, and there is nothing in between that. Wow. Or maybe something, but because of that white color, I am not seeing that. I don't know. Let's move away. And he punched him, and oh, it came off. What came off? Mom, that's what? The kids. Okay, there, this came off. The thorns that surrounded them, that thorns came off. Okay, Mom, that's. And Colon is pointing to something else. His mom is looking up. I finally got to see it. Luffy Kun's white form. Oh, the warrior of liberation. But he was already there on Loki's back when you guys landed on him. Didn't you recognize that? Maybe because Luffy was in the flattened form. That's why, maybe. I don't know. He really does look just like Nika. Yeah, I believe he is the one, the warrior of liberation. Yes. What is Loki going to say about that now? Because they already they got the real sun god right here. Let's see what Loki is going to say. Did you say Nika? Wait, is that? Wait, Summers? Is Summers surprised that? That's just a tall tale told to scare kids. So Summers doesn't believe in Nika. I think so that we were told that in the beginning of the chapter when the God's Knight came here and Gunko said that she is afraid of Nika. I think so that time Summer said to her that it is just a tale. So he really doesn't believe that Nika exists. But all the elders know that Nika exists. Imu knows that Nika exists. I guess the God's Knight don't know that. Ah, it's a real Nidhogg. Okay, so that is a Nidhogg. It is not a Nidhogger. Okay, that's just a Nidhogg. That was my bad. Sorry. So his name is just Nidhogg, the dragon's name. We were really saved by that. Did they not see it? Well, time to go. Yeah. Is that okay? So now Chopper and Gaban are also seeing. Is that Gaban is telling him that's Loki, all right. This is the first time I have seen him like this too. Oh, so yeah, last time when they were entering the castle, Loki already turned back to himself. He did not see his the form, devil fruit's form. So you are saying Elbaf's national treasure is its forbidden devil fruit. Yeah, he is remembering the scenes. The mythological dragon fruit. It is said that whoever eats it can transform into the world's most colossal dragon. The size of the creature is relative to the initial size of whoever ate the fruit, of course. Okay, so the size of the dragon can vary. I mean, if Loki ate that fruit, he is already a giant, and that's why the dragon was giant for the giants. So, if the fruit was eaten by humans like Zoro, if fruit was eaten by Zoro, then the dragon size would be equal to that of the giants right now, like Loki and other giants. Loki is very taller than the most taller than the other giants. So let's consider Loki the tallest. So just a little bit more taller than Loki maybe. So and but Loki took that fruit. So now the dragon become the giant for the giant. So he is very giant. That's the reason he is big. Okay, and that was the treasure. Think of it this way. Yeah, he is explaining that the same thing. Think of it this way. A giant would grow larger than a human undergoing the same transformation. And an ancient giant's growth is naturally even greater than that. Exactly. Loki is ancient giant. He is not even giant. He is already more bigger than the normal giants. That combination is what brings out the devil fruit's true potential. Yeah, the giant of the giant of the giant. That's what brings out the true potential. They say this dragon breathes lightning, and when it flies, its jet black body can turn day into night. Yeah, exactly. They doesn't need the clouds, the dark clouds to cover the skies. Loki can do it himself. I watching it in the anime would be so, I mean, just like when it was Gear 5, it would be so grand watching it in the anime. Wow. So the fruit was forbidden and hidden due to its immense power? Yeah, probably. Not quite. Okay. Not quite. It's just been protected by the Hammer Guardian Ragnir. So why did Ragnir allow it? Because I don't think that it could have been just that easy, because okay, we are getting some story. In Elbaf, there is a legend about a god of war who fought with Ragnir. God of war who fought with Ragnir, okay? It is said that he took the form of a giant dragon and he locked horns with the sun god. Okay, so the dragon and the sun god, they fought. He was accompanied by a loyal partner, the ice squirrel Ratatoskr. Okay, to make a long story short, after his master died, they say the loyal Ratatoskr came to possess the weapon Ragnir. Came to possess the weapon Ragnir and awaits his master's return, or so the legend goes. Okay, so let's decode this legend, what the legend actually is. So in Elbaf, the legend is that there is a god of war. So we already have four gods: the god of sea, the god of earth, god of, sorry, not earth, forest, god of sea, god of forest, god of sun god Niga, and who was the fourth god? God of rain, I think so. Rain, yeah, because rain, but rain is water. God of, I don't, did I forget? Sun, forest, hmm, air, no, air, not air, fire, God of fire. I think so. I forgot. So now we are getting to see the fifth god, god of war, who fought with Ragnir. So god of war had Ragnir in his possession, and it is said that he took the form he took the form of a giant dragon and he locked horns. Okay, so the god of war took the form of giant dragon and he fought against sun god. So were the enemies back then? And we can also see the squirrel in that inscription. He was accompanied by a loyal partner, the ice squirrel. specifically ice squirrel. That is not a normal squirrel, it is a ice squirrel. So that is definitely from the Niflheim. To make long story short, after his master died, they say the loyal Ratatoskar came to possess the weapon Ragnir. So what did happen? Because in the drawing we can see that the god of war they showed have a Ragnir in his hand and squirrel away from that, I mean separated from that. Then how can a squirrel change into? Did she eat the Ragnir, or the Ragnir become a devil fruit and then she ate it, or the squirrel became a devil fruit and Ragnir ate it? What happened and how did they two got combined? So the squirrel waited for the master's return, and I think the master has returned. But it seems Ragnir is no longer acting as a guard for the fruit's power. What? But it seems Ragnir is no longer acting as a guard for the fruit's power. It's finally made. Okay, now it is not acting. Okay, it's finally made its choice. Yeah. It chose Loki. Rawr! The small Nidhogg flying in front of it. It is this size in front of it. And he can breathe. Yeah, we were told he can breathe lightning. He opened his mouth and so he has a weapon Ragnir that can struck whatever, that can bring down lightning. And now when he is in his devil fruit form, he can do it with his mouth. Oh, that is a big lightning ball. Wow. Wait. Oh yeah, the squirrel is in squirrel form. The Ragnir is in squirrel form. So that is it. Emu sees him. Emu sees the dragon and Luffy, both, I think so. For the first time, Emu sees Luffy and Loki both in their devil fruit form. Wow. So that is it. The Nidhogg. It was here. Oh, so he knows the Nidhogg. Hey? Emu already knows the Nidhogg. It was here. Emu says that it was here. Eh? What is this drawing? Eh? Color spread and cover coming next chapter. So next chapter we are going to get the color spread of this drawing, whatever that is. It was here all along. Yes, it was here all along. But what is this drawing? What? Because in one, I think so, we can see. Is that? Eh? No, I guess it's just the dream monsters that are currently. I thought that was the drawing, like we saw the mural, something like that from the past or something saying the future. But no, that are the dream monsters. Right now, the Nidhogger, the dream monster Nidhogger is cut down, and we can see Emu looking at that. Okay, fine. It was here all along, so Emu's. Wait. He said the name of the attack, and I didn't even read that. Through Dime. What is this name? Dime. I guess so that name goes with the words of Norse mythology, that like Niflheim, so that is through Dime. Okay, so we can do many theories on basis of this now. We can, wow, I got to say so many things now. Let's just keep this aside and start talking about things. So now we got some new lore drop. There was a dragon in that void century. Emu knows that, so we know that there was a dragon in the void century. And void century is just 800 years old. So how old was Harald? I think so 400 or 500 years old. And if the dragon existed in the time of Emu and Emu is from the void century, then the grandpa of Loki should have, maybe grandpa, because grandpa or just his father, I don't know how many giants generation can live at the same time, but not many, because they said that it has been thousands of years the devil fruit was eaten. So I don't think that Emu had seen the dragon in the Void Century. So is that Emu is more ancient character? Emu is not from Void Century. We can conclude from this that Emu is not, because Emu knows the Nidhogg. Emu said that is the Nidhogg. So Emu definitely knows the Nidhogg. Or maybe the thing is that he was searching for the Nidhogg fruit and he couldn't find it. Maybe it might be something like that. He heard of that there is some kind of Nidhogg fruit and the it is hidden somewhere, and he kept, you know, searching for it, but he couldn't find it. But I don't think that he could not find it for 800 years. How can he not find it for 800 years? Even if somebody goes on each island and walks through the island and searches every house of that island, I don't think that it would take 800 years for someone who has a eternal life. How can someone? So I can say that I theorize that Emu is more ancient being than the Void Century. Sure, there might be some person during the Void Century, but he was affected by Emu. Emu is more ancient. Emu is from the time of Sun God. Sun God's time. Sun God and Emu, they were at the same time, and Emu has survived from that time. Sun God, the reign of Sun God got over, but Emu survived. Then came the Void Century, and Joy Boy ate the Sun God's fruit, and he became like Sun God, and he fought someone. I mean, Emu might have captured, like he has now Gunko under his, he has a Gunko as his vassal because he doesn't have a proper shape. That's what we saw during the God Valley. They said that when Rogers and they attack Rogers, Rocks, and Garp, they attacked Emu. They said that it is just a blob, it doesn't have a perfect shape. So we know that Emu doesn't have a perfect shape. So he needs to, conquer, I mean, take over some person in order to get a perfect shape. So now he has Gunko, but during the Void Century, he might have someone close to Joy Boy, or maybe not, maybe other friend, or maybe Joy Boy's enemy or something. Maybe from the Devi clan, maybe, I don't know for sure. But we can also theorize that we can definitely theorize that Emu is not from the Void Century. The essence of Emu specifically is not from the Void Century. He had some contribution in the Void Century's battle, but the original Emu that we have right now in front of our eyes, that is not from the Void. His origin is not from the Void Century. He is much more older, because even the ancient weapons, I think I read somewhere that the ancient kingdom that existed in the Void Century, that is not the proper Japanese exact English translation of the Japanese word. It is just the older kingdom, and even the things that came even before that are called ancient. So many people said in their videos that the weapons that are called ancient were actually existing even before the ancient kingdom. So the ancient weapons, they existed before the Void Century. Emu existed before the Void Century. Sun God existed before the Void Century. And I think so the dragon existed before the Void Century. That's why Emu knows that. Emu have seen him when he was in the fight with Sun God. I think so. Yeah, and that's why he knows him. Maybe, may not be. I don't know. We are getting to the end game. We are getting all the answers and even more questions to our answers, and we are excited. So yeah, let's we have to just wait, because next week there is no break. next week the next chapter is coming, so we have to wait one more week for the next chapter. So let's wait for 1 week and see what happens, what Emu does. I first thought that Emu is going to run away because he was afraid of, and he didn't even let the other God's Knight go when Harold was killed. But now I think that he knows who the dragon is, who the, what was his name? Nidhogger? No, Nidhogg. He knows the Nidhogg, so he must know his weakness or something like that. But since Nidhogg has been eaten by an ancient giant, so ancient, someone from the ancient giant race, so the fruit power is at its fullest. So I don't know if emu's some things would work or not, because if emu knows the weakness of the fruit, then he might do some things, try to do some things. But let's see what happens in the next chapter. Can he defeat Loki and Luffy, or they can beat Emu, or Emu runs away because we still got to find the Laugh Tale, or maybe the final war is here. The final war has been started, and after the final war ends, we are going to go to Laugh Tale. Is that what? No, it can't be, because I think Oda said that, Eiichiro Oda once said that he did not plan to go to Elbaf in the beginning. Elbaf was not in his plans, so it can't be the place where the final war happens, right? I don't know. Because in the final war, all the D members must come together, unite together, and at least Luffy's fleet should come together. All the Ton Tatas and Alabasta and everybody needs to come together for the final war. Just like it happened in Naruto, the fourth great ninja war. Everybody came together, so everybody needs to come together. The dragon in the sense Luffy's father, he needs to come, and yeah, Blackbeard needs to come here. Everybody needs to come for the final war. So let's see what is going to happen in the next chapter, in the next video. And until then, enjoy. Bye bye.